Hi! Hey! If you want to see how I got this really simple, neutral, everyday look, then hang around and keep watching. Thanks! Okay, hi guys. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take my Makeup Forever HD High Definition Primer and pop some on the back of my hand and just work that over my face. Now it looks like I'm rubbing it in pretty hard, but you really don't want to work it in too much, otherwise it won't do its job. You just want it to sit lightly on your skin, covering everything. It's just going to help your foundation stick. The foundation that we're going to use today is Makeup Forever HD High Definition Foundation. It's definitely my favorite, and we're going to work it in with a Sephora Professional Mineral Powder Brush. I know it says powder, but you can use any brush for anything you want, and I just think that it does a really good job. So I put about 2.5 pumps on the back of my hand, and I'm just working it all the way around my face. Definitely not neglecting my neck or my ears, even though I don't think I show it in these clips. And I just like this foundation because it's one of those no worries. It's not something you have to be fussing with a lot. It's just super simple, great stuff. The next thing we're going to use is my favorite paint pot from Matte, the Bare Steady one. And I was a little frustrated because it doesn't really show up how pretty it is on my camera. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's like a really neutral, shimmery shade. I really like it. It's definitely my favorite. And using our ring finger, because it has the lightest touch, we're just going to pop that over your eye. And you don't want to rub it, you want to push it and then smear a little bit, but you want to avoid that. So you just kind of work it the way over your eye, and it's going to work as our primer for our eyeshadows. We're out using the Naked 2 palette in a MAC 217. We are going to take the color Booty Call, which is a really awkward name. Anyway, we're going to take Booty Call and you're just going to work it all the way over your lid. Tap off the excess, and yeah, just put it all over. It's just a really nice all over shade, and I'll also use it as a highlight. It's just pretty and shimmery and adorable. Yeah. And then we're going to take YDK, which is like a darker shimmery brown. Tap off the excess. You always want to tap it off, otherwise you're going to have a ton of fallout and make a mess out of your foundation. And we're just going to work it into the outer corner and into our crease. I like going slightly above the crease just because it adds a little bit more depth to your eye, which is what the shadow does. And then I decided that that was too light, so I added a little bit of Busted in with my YDK. And yep, you just work it all over and it makes a huge difference. Well, I think it makes a huge difference. I don't know. I might just be crazy and wishful thinking. But yep, do the same thing to the other side. Just work it all the way through. The next thing we're going to do is get our eyelashes ready for mascara. I like to comb through them just because it helps mascara to go on without clumping as much and helps separate them and make them look really pretty. I don't know, it's just me. I didn't for a really long time, but helps. And then we're going to curl them. A really cool trick I learned from Miss Glamorazzi. She was filming a video with her boyfriend Luke Connard's mother. Both of them have YouTube channels, and I'll link it below. But she breathed on her eyelash curler to warm it up to help hold the curl. So that's what I was doing. And then for the first time, I tried out Maybelline's Mega Plush Volume Express. It's just mascara. Put it all over. I like it. I think it goes on pretty well. It wasn't as dramatic as I wanted it to be, though. But it was really nice. It separated my lashes really nicely. It coated them. Didn't add a ton of volume though. So, you know, probably like a 6 out of 10 for me. It's definitely worth it if you're running low. For my bottom lashes, I like using Maybelline's Lash Discovery. Just because I'm not a super big fan of the Mega Plush doesn't mean I don't love Maybelline. It has some of my favorite ones. And that is my all-time favorite mascara. Maybelline's Full and Soft. And I decided to just put that over the Mega Plush to help fill them out more. That's a really awkward mascara base. But yeah, I really like mascara. I like the look. It's just fun. If you don't like that much, then you'll have to put it on. It's your choice. Next, I'm going to be taking my Tarte Maracuja Concealer and a Sephora Professionals concealer brush. You barely need any of this concealer. It's super good. I love it. It's definitely my favorite concealer. I just put it under my eyes with the brush, and then I like to pat it in with my ring finger again because it has the lightest touch. And when working on your eye, you don't want to pull too much because it's your eye. It's kind of sensitive. So you just pop it on with a brush, and then I pat it in with my finger. Like I said, I really like this concealer. It's got kind of a salmony pinker tone to it, which is really good for canceling out the blue circles under your eyes. Just as much as you need, put it everywhere you want. And then I'm using my Makeup Forever HD high definition powder and a Sephora Professionals powder brush, which I just got and is super, super soft. I love it. And you just pat it over your skin. You don't want to swirl it too much, you might upset your foundation. So you just pat it all over, swirl it a little bit if you want to. Make sure it's everywhere. It's just going to set your foundation and make sure that it stays. Next, I'm taking a Real Techniques contouring brush and my all-time favorite bronzer, which is called Bronze Goddess from Estee Lauder. It's just a really, really pretty matte bronzer with a tiny little hint of gold shimmer, but nothing too excessive, which makes it really great for either all over your face or just contouring. And I'm just sucking my cheek and putting that in my cheekbones to try to give them some definition because I really don't have that much. And you just, contour however you want to. If you don't know where to put contour, you can Google it. It'll show you for your face type. You want to work it around your forehead and under your chin. I was watching a video on YouTube with Kim Kardashian, and she brought up putting your contour in a 3, like a shape of a 3, which I'll do in a second. See, right there. There's a 3. And it is the only good thing I've ever heard her say. Not only good thing, but the only, helpful thing that I've ever heard a Kardashian say. And like I said, I love this bronzer. It's my favorite. And then I just take a blush brush. I don't know what brand it is. I just got it from Target. And then my MAC Tenderling blush, which is my all-time favorite brush, just because it's really subtle, everyday, pinky peachy blush. It's really, really pretty. I don't know why I don't hear more YouTube makeup gurus talk about it. It's a really great everyday blush. It doesn't really show up on my camera very well, though, because it's a really low-D camera. Anyway, today we're going to line our water lines with Maybelline's Unstoppable Liner in Pewter. I like using a gray liner during the day just because it still gives my eye the definition that I want, but it's not as harsh as the black liner. So we're going to concentrate it in the outer third of our eye and barely move it through the center, and then we're not going to get close to our tear duct. We're going to leave the last quarter of our waterline pretty bare. You don't want to focus it too harsh because harsh lines tend to make my eyes look smaller. So yeah, you just put it there. It's eyeliner. If you want a more dramatic, you can use a more dramatic liner. Then we're going back to our Naked palette because I forgot to highlight. And we're taking one called Foxy and we're putting it all the way over under our eyebrow because it doesn't have as much shimmer. And then for the inside, we're putting just a little bit more booty call on the inside of our tear duct to brighten up our eyes and open them. And then you just take a really, really little bit of booty call and add that shimmery part just through the top part of your brow. Next, I'm using Burt's Bees Tinted Lip Moisturizer in Pink Blossom. I really like using tinted lip balms during the day because you don't have to worry about them like a gloss or a lipstick. They're just really easy, and I like to pat it in with my finger just to get rid of any excess. And that is all. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching my tutorial. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please subscribe because there will be more tutorials and music to come. Thank you so much. Bye.